Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for joining me today for another Clean With Me video. Today's cleaning motivation is all about getting organized and digging, I call it digging it out, where you just go in and you completely dig out an area that is absolutely out of control, a total disaster, and something you've probably been putting off for a while. I've got a few of those places in my house today. We're gonna tackle them together. I'm so glad you're here because I don't like doing this alone. One of the first areas I know I want to tackle is right here underneath my kitchen sink. This is where we store all of our trash bags, plastic bags that I like to use to line the bathroom trashes with. I have some extra cleaning products down here that are so completely unorganized. Things are just thrown in here. So let's go ahead and dig it out. I want to give you a few tips for doing projects like this that are, let's face it, no fun and kind of hard to get around to. I find as a mom of 3 young kids, I just am spending most of my time maintaining the everyday mess. So it's hard for me to get to stuff like this that's kind of tucked away and doesn't seem super necessary. But what I found is that if I just choose either 1, 2, or 3 areas, 4 as an absolute max, as a bonus, it actually isn't too bad. I like to choose small projects and do a few of them, or 1 big project. And I like to do it after the house is already pretty much clean, totally picked up. The things that I know I need to get done for sure, like the dishes, are probably done, and the general mess has been cleaned and maintained. So I like to do it that way. It really helps me not be overwhelmed, and just to choose a few little projects, maybe that take 15 minutes each, really seem manageable. So I also recommend getting to the project that either is going to make the biggest impact or the one that is bugging you the most. So because I get under my sink every single day, I knew this was a great area to start with, and it is just one that I need to have organized because I'm constantly looking for different cleaning products and changing out the trash bags. It is so satisfying to know you're getting something like this out of your house. So under the sink, this is the grossest thing I found. This is like I don't know what's on here. It's a napkin, completely sticky and saturated in something brown and gooey. That is disgusting. Now that I have this all scrubbed out, I'm just gonna work on kind of trying to organize things under this cabinet. I have so many Mrs. Meyer's surface sprays. Like, here's a peony one that could probably just get used up in a couple of days. I just need to use it. So what I have in here is a little bit of peony. I do need to use up some of this mint. This is one of my favorites. I hope they come out with it again this year. This is a Caldrea one that's really nice for Christmas time. I have the new Mrs. Meyer's Snowdrop. This one smells divine. It is so yummy. I'm gonna pick up a couple more. Here's pumpkin. Surprisingly, I don't love this one. I think it has too thick of a scent, but I do love the new acorn spice. This one is pretty new. This is the one I just used. Then I also have apple cider. This is full. This one is my favorite. And then one from Everspring, which you can get at Target. This is a granite and stone cleaner. Then I just have a couple little soaps here, like the acorn spice and just a generic brand right here. So those all fit pretty well. It's not super pretty to look at, but at least I know all of this is clean, and I kind of have these at least organized by type of cleaning product. So now we can move on to the rest of it.
you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable.
All right, it is done. This is not super pretty and it's not meant to be. Places like this, like under the sink, I feel like nobody sees them honestly but me and my family, so I'm not concerned about them being very aesthetically pleasing. I do like my bins to match. I like to get them from the dollar store. I just find like they're really, really cheap and they work great. All right, so here in the back, I've just got extra hand soaps. Then I have some scrubbies, again, baskets from Dollar Tree. I have trash bags here, and then what we are gonna be using for plastic bags just to refill the garbage cans, like I said. So that looks kind of funny, but it doesn't matter. Then I've got all my surface sprays here, and then some of my nicer hand soaps. Like I kept this Acorn Spice together just because that made more sense to me. And then I have a few things in the back that wouldn't fit, but my kind of thought process here was like put the things in front that I know I'm going to use the most. So I know I'm going to use trash bags every day. I know I've got to use my surface cleaners every day. All right, guys, one project down. Now I am moving on to area number 2. The windowsill behind my love seat was absolutely terrifying. There were dead bugs down there and so much dust, and every time I sat in that love seat, I would look behind me and just cringe. So I knew I wanted to take care of this. Yeah, see how gross that is? I mean, really bad. So I'm just gonna start off by washing the window because might as well since I'm here. And then to use up some of that surface spray that was almost gone, I'm just using the Mrs. Meyer's Mint. And I'm just gonna kind of keep using that throughout this project, or this whole, actually the rest of the projects, just to kind of try and get that all used up. While I have the couch pulled out, I'm just going to hit up the baseboards really quickly, which were super dusty. Lila was down for her nap, so I didn't want to wake her with the vacuum, but I did have some time, so I'm moving on to my third area, which is the entertainment center. This is an area that really clutters up quickly because the kids get in here and they play their Xbox, we watch movies, and things just don't get put back all the time. I don't like keeping movie cases. I think they take up too much space. So those are actually something that I'm going to be getting rid of. Let me know if you guys even have DVDs anymore. I feel like just with Netflix and Hulu and all the different ways to stream, DVDs themselves are becoming less popular. So let me know if you guys actually have any. So what I'm going to do next is just dust out this area. Surprisingly, even with the little doors, so much dust collects in here. It actually blows my mind. So again, I'm just going to be using that mint scent, which smells so good, and just dusting out each individual cabinet. And then as you just saw, I actually like to keep my controllers in a little utensil divider that I got in the Target dollar spot last summer. So that's actually been working really, really well for us. It's just got the different compartments. It's the perfect size. In fact, one of you suggested that to me. So thank you if you're watching. We have loved storing our controllers in there. It's a great way to divide them, and it looks really cute in the cabinet.
I got these demons by my side, flying on the chemicals. Guess I'm not the lucky type. Oh, trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night.
This is a really fun time for me to catch up on different podcasts that I like to listen to. I'm not listening to any today just because I was really focused on filming this and moving the camera around. But when I have laundry to fold or tasks like this that are pretty quick, 15 minutes or under, but a little bit tedious, I do like to catch up on my favorite YouTubers and listen to some podcasts. So I really like to kill two birds with one stone when I'm doing these kinds of projects, just because they're fast and a little bit mindless. Doesn't take thought at all. It's just kind of busy work. So that's a really nice time for me to catch up on that. Let me know what you guys like to do when you are doing projects like this. As my last or bonus project, there was a vent that was really bothering me. I don't think too many people in my house noticed it, but I could not believe how gross it was. It's behind the piano, which when I pulled the piano out, there were so many things back there that I was really happy to clean up. Look at this vent. It was way worse than I thought. I could not believe how bad it had gotten. So I just got down there again with my surface spray and some paper towels. I did not want to use a rag for this because I didn't want to have to put all this dust through the washer, to be honest. I just wanted to throw it away. So I'm not worrying about the carpet because I know I'm going to vacuum it up since Lila is awake. So I'm just kind of dusting it onto the carpet, which is gross. This whole project really grossed me out. It was so bad, but it felt really good to get it done. One tip I have if you're cleaning out vents like this is to use a butter knife in between a paper towel or a cloth and just kind of run it through. I was doing that for a little while, but then just went back in with my finger. I thought it was faster. I was really happy to get this done. This took a little bit longer than I expected just because it was worse than I thought. But while I was at it, I went ahead and cleaned up all back here and got it all vacuumed out.
I've been chasing highs just to breathe, yeah, I need that. Take it all in now, I see what I'm asking for. It's just some space and some time, then I'll be alright. I've been having thoughts in my mind, I can't get up. Tell me things I can't say myself, from you and nobody else. Everything inside of my sight, this is awesome to me. I can do it all in your way. Say all the things that you say. I can do it all in one night. When I go out, the light doesn't shine on me, I fade out.
The main purpose of these types of videos is to give you some motivation. I know for me, when I'm not feeling like getting up and getting moving and getting projects done that I've been dreading or putting off, I will just watch a YouTuber clean their space and it really gets me in the mood to get something done. It's very satisfying. So hopefully you guys got the motivation you needed out of this video. In fact, if you need more motivation, go ahead and just click the video on the right. See you guys over there. Bye!